Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're doing another What's in My Wallet update for the fourth quarter of 2023. We'll go over a bunch of good things like what credit cards I'm using on a day-to-day basis, what cards I plan to get next, some of the cards that my fiance is using in our two-player credit card strategy, and a whole bunch of other good stuff like that. So stick around. We'll also be going over what my overall credit card strategy is as we're finishing out the year here, because there are a few big changes coming up over the next few months, a few things that I'm looking to do with what credit cards I want to get next and what credit cards I might close down or at least downgrade. We'll get into that a little bit later on here as well, but let's just go ahead and get right into it. Talk about what credit cards I'm using the most in my wallet. So I sort of start off here with this Andar Apollo wallet that I've been using for the past 2 years. Just gave away 10 of these wallets, so if you were a giveaway winner of those, I just sent that out earlier today. But here is the Andar Apollo wallet, linked down below, and it has sort of two slots, with the first one being this thing in the front here. So I'll slide this up and we have none other than the Amex Gold card. Of course, this doesn't need much explaining. I've talked about it plenty on this channel here before, so I'll link videos down below going into more detail. But the Amex Gold card, really good as a food credit card, 4x back at restaurants worldwide, 4x back at US supermarkets. So a very, very good card for food spending. So that's our biggest area of spending for me and my fiance, outside of rent and maybe travel and transportation. Food spending, we're going to the grocery store a few times per week, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars per month, and we're all earning 4x back on that. So it's pretty good. It earns 3x back on flights. It has a bunch of other benefits, credits for Uber, credits for dining partners like Grubhub and Shake Shack. So that does help to offset the $250 annual fee here. But I don't really think I have to go into too much detail here about what makes the Amex Gold so great. So again, videos to that down below, but that is the first credit card here in my wallet. Then next, we sort of have this back pull tab here that I'll pull on the Andar Apollo wallet, and I can sort of slide out the next card, which is the World of Hyatt credit card from Chase. And normally this is sort of just a keeper card that doesn't really get used too much anymore. It's got a free category 1 to 4 night every single year that you get with Hyatt. So that sort of more than helps to offset the $95 annual fee here on this card. But the reason it's in my wallet right now is because it's going to be my catch-all card for the fourth quarter. Normally I'm using the Chase Freedom Unlimited, earning 1.5x Chase points per dollar on everything. Or now we're using the Capital One Venture X, which is my fiance's catch-all card. I'm an authorized user under that, so I do occasionally put expenses on that card and get 2x miles per dollar on everything. But we're sort of using those two cards as our catch-all cards normally. However, right now for the fourth quarter, I believe the last few months of the year here, I got an email the other day just saying, hey, we're running a special promotion where if you spend $3,000 during a certain time frame here in the fourth quarter, you're gonna earn 5,000 Hyatt points. So when you kind of do the math there, that works out to a bonus 1.67 points per dollar on top of any other bonus spending, bonus multipliers that this card already has. So it's getting 2x back on fitness and gym clubs, 2x back at restaurants, 1x back on everything else. And when you top that off with the bonus that we get with this card here for the third quarter, it was a select bonus, so I don't know who all got it, but I did get an email for it. But that basically stacks with the regular point multipliers and gets 2.67 points per dollar on everything else as my catch-all category, along with 3.67 points per dollar in the form of World of Hyatt points. And this card also has no foreign transaction fees. It is a Visa card, so I'm about to go over to Europe for almost 2 weeks here, so this is probably going to be a very useful credit card to have over there with no foreign transaction fees. So overall, great catch-all card, great keeper card under normal circumstances, but happy to have it in my wallet right now. All right, let's keep moving on here and see what other credit cards we have inside my wallet for the fourth quarter. So as we open this up, we've got 2 more credit card slots here. We got some cash with a money clip, which I do like as a feature of the Andar Apollo wallet. We have my ID back here, but we're really interested in what credit cards I'm using. So we're gonna pull these 2 out here. I'll start with the Bilt MasterCard, which a lot of you guys might be familiar with, but it's really drawing up a lot of buzz right now in the points and miles world with credit cards because it's earning 1 Bilt point per dollar with rent expenses that you put on this card. So it's really the only credit card out there right now where they will waive any transaction processing fees that other credit cards normally hit you with. So normally if you pay with any other credit card out there, you're gonna pay an extra 2 to 3%, but Bilt is gonna help to waive that extra fee. So basically for me and my fiance, we pay $2,300 per month for this 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, which we've basically just converted this other bedroom into a YouTube studio. Sorry, Jackie, that's my fiance. Sorry we did that. I know you want to get this room back, but we'll move somewhere else eventually. Shout out to you, by the way, for that neon sign back there. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys like that. Let me know what you think down below. But basically, with our 2-bedroom apartment, we pay $2,300 per month. So that goes on the Bilt MasterCard. We earn 2,300 Bilt points per month, and then those can be used to transfer out to a number of great transfer partners like American Airlines and Hyatt. We really like Hyatt as a transfer partner with Bilt, along with Chase cards as well. So what we like to do is basically pool all our Chase points under our Chase Sapphire Preferred, where we can transfer out to Hyatt, along with any Bilt points where we also tend to transfer out to Hyatt as well. So that's kind of how we earn our Hyatt points. And then another thing that I also really like about the Bilt MasterCard is that there's no annual fee. It's this cool metal design. It's got no foreign transaction fees as well, and a bunch of other features that you might not expect from a no annual fee card. So Bilt is doing some really great things, but the only downside with the Bilt MasterCard is you do have to use it 5 times every monthly billing cycle in order to earn the points that you accumulate with this card. So if you don't use it 5 times, you will not get to keep the points that you earn. That's why I just like to keep this card with me. I use it anytime I go to do work at a coffee shop, so I'll sit down, order a coffee, and just put it on this card. It just costs me a few bucks, and I'm able to easily hit those 5 transactions every month and earn all those Bilt points on those transactions, as well as my rent expense. But yeah, so the Bilt MasterCard is a great card, and I highly recommend it to anyone else out there who rents like me. I made a previous video you can go ahead and check out down below if you want to learn more about this card, and I'll also leave links down below to this card where you can learn more about it, as well as links to a bunch of other credit cards we talk about here in this video. As always, those are affiliate links, so make sure you find the best competitive offers out there with either those links, friends referral links, or public offers before you do decide to apply for any cards you might want to get. But as always, thank you to any of you out there that do choose to use those links, because it's the best way to support the free content here on this channel. Truly does mean the world to me. So again, thank you very much. All right, next, for the other credit card that I had in that other slot here in my wallet, that is the Citi Custom Cash Card, which is amazing for getting 5% back, or really 5x Citi Thank You points per dollar in one of 10 eligible categories. So the reason it's in my wallet here and what I'm going to use it for in the fourth quarter of 2023 is as a gas card. So anytime I go to the gas station, I'm going to pull out this card. I'm only going to use it for gas purchases and basically just lock in getting 5% or 5x back on my gas. But this card is very flexible. Like I said, you can use it for grocery purchases, dining purchases, live entertainment, a whole bunch of other stuff. You just choose one of those 10 categories, only use it for that thing each monthly billing cycle, and whatever your highest spend category is by default, that's going to be what earns you 5x. So by only using it for gas, I'm locking in getting 5x back on gas. All right, then next here, behind my ID inside the wallet, I kind of took 2 other cards out here, but the next one's going to be the Amex Platinum card, which is mainly just in my wallet because I am going to be on the road traveling for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So this is going to give me airport lounge access to the Amex Centurion lounges and a few other airport lounges as one of the benefits, one of the main benefits on this card. It gives me a few other credits to help offset the big $6.95 annual fee. Those are the main things that I use this card for. It also gets 5x points per dollar on hotels and flights. It's only 5x for hotels booked through Amex Travel, and then 5x on any flights booked through Amex Travel, plus 5x on flights booked through the airlines as well. So really, this is a card that I use not for everyday spending, but if I do book a flight, it's gonna go on this card. Good travel protections, good statuses with a few hotels as well. It also has Hertz President's Circle status, which I really like, just for some upgrades, ease of use when it comes to getting the rental car that you paid for. You can just kind of go to the front of the line, pick up the car, get an upgrade, and get on your way. So lots of good travel benefits here with the Platinum card if you're traveling a lot for personal reasons or for work, but not everyone is going to agree that this is a good card. So only in my wallet right now because I do have some travel coming up. Then it's probably gonna go into like a backup wallet or my book that I have and just stay in my sock drawer. After that, we just have a debit card, which I keep on me just for emergency purposes. If I ever need to access cash, whether I'm here in the US or somewhere else in the world, that is the Schwab Investor Checking Debit Card, which just gives you free ATM rebates, reimbursements for any ATM withdrawals you do worldwide. So very useful feature with this card, very unique for any debit card to offer that kind of feature. Other than that, it really doesn't really deserve a spot in my wallet, but I do keep it, the physical card with me, just in case I ever come across an ATM or I have to pay for cash in something. I have had situations like that in my travels in the past. So definitely a very worthwhile card to get as a debit card if you're someone that's on the road a lot. So those are all the credit cards that I keep inside of my main wallet right now for the fourth quarter of 2023, but I do have a few other credit cards that I'm gonna be using a lot over the next 3 months. So of course, as a credit card nerd myself, I kind of just carry a backup wallet, really sort of a travel wallet. So this just stays in my backpack. It's got a few other things like my Priority Pass card on the back here, and then it's got this mechanism right there that flips the cards up. Kind of cool. I'll link this down below as well for anybody that's interested. Another Ondar wallet. But I've got a few other credit cards in here and one other credit card that is not inside either one of these wallets. So that card first is going to be the Chase Freedom Flex. And if you keep up with credit card news, you'll know that for the Freedom Flex, in the fourth quarter of 2023, PayPal is going to be one of the rotating 5x points categories. So I just load the Freedom Flex to my PayPal account. And what I did was I actually sort of just waited for the fourth quarter to begin and for PayPal to become a 5x category because I had a few other online purchases that I was planning to make. So I went ahead and ordered those things as soon as it was like October 1st. Got the 5x points, and actually I'm already pretty close to hitting the spending cap of getting $1,500 worth of 5x points, because once you spend $1,500 in a quarter with that card, that's sort of the cap for earning 5x points. So what I'm actually gonna do is then move over to my OG Chase Freedom card, which is my second ever credit card, because I also have that card, and that also gets 5x points on up to $1,500 in spending. So kind of nice having those two cards because I basically have up to $3,000 in 5x spending. I've never reached that cap before, but maybe I will this quarter with the holiday shopping season coming up. So very good card for anybody that does online shopping, especially to end the year here in 2023. Now for the other cards here in this wallet that I carry with me when I'm traveling, we'll flip that up, and at the top here you'll see I have the Capital One Venture X, which is actually an authorized user card for me because, of course, Capital One would not approve me. Highly recommend for anybody out there, as a pro tip here, to get Capital One cards sort of earlier on in your credit card journey, especially a card like the Venture X. Once you've got a few cards established, go for the Venture X or go for the Capital One Saver One, because they saw me as somebody that has a lot of recent cards, a lot of recent hard inquiries. As I've opened up new cards, gotten new sign-up bonuses, they probably saw me as not being profitable, so they denied me twice for this card over the span of 8 months. But my fiance Jackie, she only has maybe 5 cards, and then she added this as her 6th card and got approved instantly on the same day that I was denied. So she just went ahead and added me as an authorized user with pretty much the same full account access. So we're gonna make some more videos about the Venture X and the travel portal that I now have access to. So make sure to subscribe down below for that. But this card is in my wallet because I was recently down at Vid Summit in Dallas, Texas. And of course, at DFW, the airport down there in Dallas, they have the brand new Capital One Lounge. So this card, even as an authorized user, gives me unlimited access to that. So I went ahead and I was able to check that out. Definitely highly recommend that lounge. And I'm really excited to see what Capital One does. Really excited to see what Chase does as well, as they sort of compete against Amex and the Centurion lounges, because Amex has had a lot of overcrowding recently. So it was really a nice sort of change of pace to check out that Capital One Lounge down in Dallas. Really nice, really spacious, lots of cool views watching the airplanes take off, and lots of good food and beverage options. So highly recommend that if you're based in Dallas or you fly into Dallas a lot. And there's also another one over in Washington, DC at Dulles. Then next, we have 2 Chase cards here that I want to show you. So we have the Chase Ink Unlimited card and we have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So Chase Sapphire Preferred is really used as a catch-all card for generic travel expenses. So it gets 2x points per dollar on any type of travel you can think of outside of Chase's portal, which could be parking garages, tolls, Ubers, a lot of other generic travel expenses. So I'll sometimes use the Sapphire Preferred, and it's good to have with me in my wallet, especially if I'm renting a car. I might use the primary auto rental insurance on this card as well. So again, good option to have with me inside this to-go wallet here. And then the Ink Unlimited card. This is my business catch-all card right now, just because I have other options from American Express that earns 2x points, like the Blue Business Plus card. And this card, the Ink Unlimited, only earns 1.5x Chase points, but I have a lot of Amex points and not as many Chase points, so I'm sort of prioritizing Chase cards at the moment, or I'm really at least prioritizing my Chase business cards and putting my business spend over there to earn Chase Ultimate Rewards points. And I take all the points I earn on the Ink Unlimited and transfer them over to my Sapphire Preferred card. But what I want to talk about here is how I'm actually going to use these cards in my overall credit card strategy towards the end of 2023 here, going into 2024. So to make a long story short, right now at the moment, I'm at 524 here in October of 2023. But once it becomes November, I'll be back down to 424 and eligible to get other Chase credit cards and other sign-up bonuses from those Chase credit cards. So the card that I have my eyes on right now as my next credit card for my business is going to be the Ink Preferred card, which is sort of the business version of the Sapphire Preferred. Has a $95 annual fee, gives you a 100,000 point bonus after spending $8,000. So that is a bit of a higher minimum spend, but works for me within my business. But the main reason I want to get that Ink Preferred card, besides the sign-up bonus, is because the Ink Preferred also has access to the same one-to-one transfer partners as the Chase Chase Sapphire Preferred and Chase Sapphire Reserve. Along with that, right now the Sapphire Preferred is actually coming up on 48 months as of November of 2023, since I last got a sign-up bonus, which means that I'm eligible to get another Sapphire sign-up bonus if I want to. So the plan is right now, what I'm gonna do is get the Ink Preferred, and if I'm approved for that, I can then downgrade the Sapphire Preferred to a no annual fee Freedom card. And by downgrading this Sapphire card to a Freedom card, I'm gonna be eligible to get another sign-up bonus if I open up a new Sapphire card either in late 2023 or early 2024. So the plan is basically get the Ink Preferred, get access to the transfer partners there, and get the nice sign-up bonus. Then once I have that card, downgrade the Sapphire Preferred to a Freedom card. I'll still be at 424 after I get that business card, because business cards do not count towards your 524 status. So then as we go into 2024, I can choose to get another Sapphire bonus if I want to. What I'll probably do is wait for an elevated bonus at some point. Maybe there's another 80,000 point offer on the Sapphire Preferred. That would be nice. Or what I might do is actually decide to upgrade to a different Sapphire card with the Sapphire Reserve. And the reason I might choose to do that is because Philadelphia, my home city and my home airport, is going to be getting the world's largest Chase Sapphire Lounge at over 20,000 square feet. And that is coming apparently in the coming months here. So what I would need in order to get access to that lounge an unlimited number of times, and in order to bring guests with me, is I would need to get the Sapphire Reserve card, which has that higher annual fee, can easily be justified by getting all that access to the airport lounges. It has an annual travel credit to offset the fee. So yeah, that is the general plan right now in my Chase credit card strategy. So getting the Ink Preferred, downgrading the Sapphire Preferred, and then getting the Sapphire Reserve all within the next few months through the end of 2023 and into early 2024. Make sure to subscribe. Go ahead and like this video if you haven't already. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.